Today we have two stories that are going to make your blood absolutely boil. First up, a woman starts a brand new job, and when a coworker throws a bridal shower right there in the office break room, she gets told point blank that she is not allowed to come and has to sit alone at her desk while everyone else parties. Then the big boss walks in. Yeah, it gets messy. And then a woman's boyfriend says he wants to press pause on their relationship, disappears for 6 whole weeks, and ghosts every single text she sends. So she moves on with her life and adopts a dog. The only problem? He is severely allergic. And guess who comes strolling right back through the door? You're not going to believe how these people justify themselves. Let's get into it. A brand new employee just wanted to chip in $20 for a coworker's bridal shower. But instead she got her money handed right back and a front row seat to her own desk while everyone else celebrated in the break room. 26 female, just started a new job. I quickly realized that one of my colleagues, Marie, is engaged and is getting married within the next 2 months. It seemed like the whole office was attending the wedding. I absolutely did not expect an invite. She just met me. Weddings are planned in advance, venues booked, etc. My friend actually just got married, so I saw firsthand how it all worked. I could tell Marie wondered if I was expecting an invitation and was hesitant to bring up the wedding around me, but I just never made it a big deal. I don't feel left out in the slightest. Then I got CC'd on an email from someone that the office Joan throwing Marie a shower during our lunch hour in the break room in a couple of weeks. Joan was sending out a collection so we could give a group gift cash to Marie. They also suggested we make it a potluck. Joan included her Venmo and also asked we email back with what we plan on bringing. Even if I'm not going to the wedding, I still believe everyone deserves to be celebrated and Venmo'd the $20, as well as sent a reply saying I'd bring lasagna. A little later, I saw the $20 had been returned to my Venmo, and Joan approached my desk. She said I didn't need to contribute. I said even if I'm not attending the wedding, I'd still like to give Marie a little something. Joan looked a little awkward and hemmed and hawed, but then eventually said, "You're not invited to the shower." I was confused. I said, "I can't go in the company break room on lunch hour?" She said yes. I asked where am I supposed to go. I don't drive. I take public transit to from work. We don't really work near anywhere I could go to quickly for a lunch hour. She said I could stay at my desk. I pointed out this was a little exclusionary. Joan said Marie didn't want me to assume I was invited to the wedding. I said I don't at all. I completely understand I haven't worked here long and we're not close enough. I'm not hurt by that. She said that's great, but I still can't come. I asked if I had done anything to offend Marie, and she said no. She just doesn't want me getting my hopes up. I finally let it go and just said fine, have a good party. The day of the shower, I sat at my desk during the party while everyone else went eating my lunch alone. One kind person snuck me a piece of cake. Halfway through the party, the big boss came in. She usually doesn't work on Fridays, so it was a surprise to see her. She saw me sitting at my desk and asked why I wasn't at the party. I told her I hadn't been invited. She was clearly perturbed by this. Later on, she sent an email out banning parties of any kind during work hours. A few people, Joan and Marie included, realize I'm the one who told. They've now turned on me. Some friends say I'm in the wrong here and that I should have lied to the big boss and said I was busy with work to finish or something, so as not to ruin it for everyone else. Am I the asshole? Let's see what the comments have to say. This person commented, they used company resources and excluded someone in the company. That's against HR policy, I'm sure. They deliberately blocked you from going and told you to stay at your desk. They deserved what they got. Another commenter said, also, you were CC'd on a shower email. This feels 100% deliberate. Yeah, the comments are firmly in her corner on this one. They're calling it exclusionary, against HR policy, and 100% deliberate. Sounds open and shut to me, but what do you think? If you're enjoying these stories so far, do me a quick favor and smash that like button and subscribe for more. Now, what's your verdict on this one? After her boyfriend decided to press pause on their relationship and then vanish for 6 entire weeks, this woman did the one thing he could never forgive. She adopted a senior shelter dog that he happens to be wildly allergic to. My boyfriend was going through a tough time, and he said he needed a break. He said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington. I asked how you pause a relationship because I don't understand how that works. He said he needed some time to work on himself and asked me to respect that. After he left, I reached out to him a few times via text, asking him to let me know he arrived safe and to say hi to his mom for me. I received no response. I tried to call and left a message asking if he had broken up with me. I came to the conclusion that he'd ghosted me, and my friend agreed. I was bummed, and my best friend recommended I find something like a new hobby or a new show to watch that wouldn't make me think of my boyfriend. I decided to get a dog. My boyfriend is horribly allergic to pet dander, so I never even considered getting a pet. However, since he broke up with me, I decided to get one. He's a senior dog from the shelter that needed rescuing. He's low energy and likes to lay with his head in my lap while I read, work, or watch TV. After 6 weeks away, my boyfriend texted me that he was back and coming over tomorrow, which was yesterday, so we could talk. I was shocked and texted him back asking what he was talking about. He said he was back and ready to unpause our relationship. He said he would talk to me about everything the next day. I texted back asking what relationship. He didn't answer. Yesterday, he showed up and told me he had done a lot of self-examination and was ready to move forward on his life path. He even wanted to talk about moving in together. Then he saw my dog and started freaking out. He asked me how I could get a dog when I know how sick he gets. I told him that since he broke up with me, I didn't think it mattered. He said he didn't break up with me. I said he ghosted me. He said he communicated with me telling me he was pressing pause and visiting family. I said not answering texts is ghosting. We argued in circles, and then he said he had to leave because he was getting an allergic reaction, even though he was standing in the doorway, not inside. I feel like he broke up with me, and it was okay that I got a dog. He says that he never did, and therefore it's a horrible act of disregard to have gotten a dog. Which of us is right? My best friend said I should break up with him because he's a jerk. I don't think I should have to break up with someone that already broke up with me. If I break up with him, I'm basically agreeing with him that he didn't break up with me, and therefore I was an asshole for getting the dog. Right? Let's see what the comments have to say. This person commented, which of us is right? Do the semantics actually matter? 6 weeks of no contact, and he just decides to magically show up again, and he thinks you should have unpaused your life just because he said so? Block him and move on. Another commenter said, you can hit pause if both people agree to it. Relationships don't involve unilateral decision-making, but breaking up does. The comments are not buying his pause nonsense for a second. They're telling her you cannot unilaterally freeze a relationship and expect someone to just sit around and wait. They're firmly on her side here, but tell me if you disagree. What would you have done in this situation? Let me know down in the comments. So there you have it, 2 people who got told they were the ones in the wrong, and a whole lot of internet that very loudly disagreed. But I want to hear from you. Drop your verdicts in the comments, and let me know which one of these made you the angriest. I read every single one, and trust me, I've got even crazier stories lined up for next time. See you in the next one.